I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday, the 11th of October, coming to you today from our mobile weather center. Getting set to do the weather live here in Tuscaloosa for a big function at 5 and 6 o'clock. And I was coming back this morning from the University of West Alabama, so we just thought we'd spend the day on the western side of the state. And yeah, it's warm out, but changes are coming. Let's take a look at the Skycam network. First off, some shots early this morning as the sun was coming up. Isn't that nice? That is the view there coming from Hamilton up in northwest Alabama about 7 o'clock this morning. At that same moment, there's the Cullman Skycam. And let's take that shot and go to the current scene this afternoon about 2:30. A few cumulus clouds up in the sky, but still lots of sunshine on a summer-like day. Got a big upper low over the nation's heartland this morning, producing some convection west of the state. And that big feature will slowly move in our direction, weakening with time, but the dynamic lift should bring at least a chance of scattered showers and storms by late tomorrow or tomorrow night. It's not going to be the kind of rain event we need, but we'll take what we get. And you bet it's warm. Tuscaloosa and Anniston showing 87 degrees at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Birmingham sitting at 86, also 86 for Gadsden, Cullman, Montgomery, and Haleyville. And the warm spot, look at Muscle Shoals. They've got 89. Be interesting to see if we tie or break a record today. For Birmingham, the high today, the record high is 88, set back in 1911. I do believe that was the date on that. And again, we're going to be awfully close to that. But after today, temperatures trend downward. A big change to cooler weather later this week on Thursday and Friday. Around the nation, yeah, we're the hot spot. The heat centered over North Alabama, North Mississippi, much of Tennessee, parts of western Kentucky. Everybody up in that region well up in the 80s. The cooler air is out west and up in the northeastern states. Check the convective outlooks for the rest of today and tonight. First off, up north, there is a slight risk of severe weather for a pretty good chunk of Maryland, Delaware, and Pennsylvania. And off to the west, a standard slight risk of severe weather. Parts of East Texas and the Arklatex region. And there's the radar, and you can see some pretty decent storms are in progress over East Texas, mainly along and south of Interstate 20, raining around Shreveport, back up toward El Dorado, Arkansas. And more than likely, the radar will look like that tomorrow afternoon over Mississippi. And the Hurricane Center has a slight risk, and again, that's their standard risk of severe weather over a pretty good chunk of north and central Mississippi, and they have edged that over into extreme west Alabama. And again, it's going to be the timing. If the stuff pops in the afternoon and it's over Mississippi, that's where the greatest chance of severe weather will be. But any storms that do form across the border in our state could pack a pretty good punch if it's before, say, 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Once the sun goes down, severe weather threat fizzles away. And the main threat would be from hail and strong winds. There's the QPF chart, the expected rain for the next 5 days, valid through Saturday morning at 7 o'clock. Not much. The rain here should be 1/10 to a 1/4 inch. And remember, we're talking scattered, so that means some spots could miss the rain completely. Others may be getting a little more than that, but it's certainly not a big, all-day, widespread rain. Tropical weather. Hey, Paula. Looks like we got a tropical storm down there. The Hurricane Center has this thing at a 100% chance of developing. And there you go. It's sitting on the coast of Honduras and Nicaragua. Part of the circulation is inland. But some Hurricane Hunter data came back, and it looks like this might be taken right up to a tropical storm on the afternoon package due out at any moment. And where's it going? Well, the models move it very slowly to the northwest. They move it up toward the tip of the Yucatan in about 5 days. The steering currents are very weak down here, so it's going to stay down there in that far western Caribbean for a while. And then there is a real chance this thing hooks east-northeast, much like that limited barotropic, which does not do a good job with these systems, but that idea, I think, is right. I don't think this is a central Gulf Coast system. And the modeling pretty much has this thing as a tropical storm for the next 5 days. So again, we'll watch it, but I don't think it impacts our weather. Let's check the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock Tuesday. There's your upper-level feature near Little Rock, and down below that, convection will likely fire over parts of Mississippi and maybe West Alabama tomorrow afternoon, and where the storms form, they could pack a punch, and just because you see it's green there doesn't mean it's going to rain everywhere. In fact, we'll look at the higher resolution RPM, Rapid Precision Mesoscale model. This is valid tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. And you can see the scattered nature of the action over Mississippi, Tennessee, and Alabama. So hopefully some of you get a pretty good shower. Some folks might miss the rain completely. It looks like the main window for showers and storms about 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon until 4 a.m. Wednesday. And during the day Wednesday, dry air returns. So that looks like it will be a sunny day. And the numbers begin to come down. The NAM is showing 79, the GFS 83 on Wednesday. And then Thursday, the trough is sharpening up over the east. And down below that, nice cool air advection. The latest in a GFS showing a high only of 73 on Thursday with a nice north breeze. Friday, gorgeous. We'll start the day in the 40s, maybe upper 30s for the cooler valleys. High should be in the mid-70s. Saturday starting off the weekend, A-OK. Lows in the 50s, highs in the 70s. I say lows in the 50s, probably 40s Saturday morning, and the same thing on Sunday. Upper 40s early in the day, highs upper 70s. Low humidity, light wind. Gorgeous. So no rain for football again this weekend. There's Monday of next week. We stay dry. Let's go through 3 more days. This is the 21st of October. Pretty good trough axis west of the state, and down below that you can see what should be Paula over the western tip of Cuba. A lot of cold air up there over eastern Canada, and the modeling is greatly inconsistent on what to do with that cold air. If a big trough phases up over the east or not. We'll go to the 23rd, and this shows no phasing. Still, Paula is kicking out to the Atlantic. And on the 25th, Paula is moving out into the North Atlantic. And around here, the weather looks relatively dry and not necessarily cold. We have seen runs that bring in some awfully cold air about this time, maybe getting us down toward the freezing mark. And on the 27th, the end of the forecast, northwest flow aloft here. Air looks dry, and again, nothing exceptionally cool, but that could change. I wouldn't be shocked if the idea of a deep long-wave trough and cold air gets back on the board sooner than later. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.